Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Kristen DiMera will continue her quest to remove a new barrier. Kristen once thought of Ava Vitali as a friend, but that is obviously a long time ago. Given that she boasted to Kristen about her impending date to see the Nutcracker with Brady Black, Ava is now firmly in enemy territory. Ava wanted Brady to know that the maneuver backfired since Kristen took her first, depriving Brady of the opportunity to view it with Rachel Black. As a result, Ava agreed to take Brady's extra ticket, which paved the way for them to move past their friendship. What will Kristen do now that she knows that won't work? It tells a lot about the amount of madness she's headed toward that Kristen sought Stefano DiMera's portrait for advice on how to get Ava out of her way. According to previews for Days, Kristen is preparing for a story that returns to her cunning DiMera origins. DOL might have been hinting at the extent Kristen will go to by posing the question of what Stefano would do. The season 60 promo for DOL might have given away how Kristen would choose to deal with Ava. Kristen might be the reason Ava is bound and appears to be held captive in that movie because kidnapping would be her specialty. But since it appears that someone unexpected would show up at the abandoned house where Kristen hides Ava, her plan might backfire. Perhaps even Kristen won't anticipate all of the twists and turns that are ahead. Meanwhile, Brady and Ava's date night won't go as planned, according to Days spoilers. If word gets out quickly that Sophia Choi is carrying Tate Blacks, that might be partially due to her pregnancy. But we think Kristen will want to put an end to this whole affair between Ava and Brady as soon as possible. Kristen might make Ava vanish by the end of this date. Before taking Ava into custody, it's easy to picture Kristen sneaking up behind her and chloroforming her. In any event, our Days predictions suggest that Ava may come to regret underestimating Kristen's abilities. Don't miss any of the next radical changes to Kristen's tactics, according to spoilers for Days of Our Lives. Kat remarked, "I can't go through that again, I lost her once before, I thought I lost her." Yes, Chad replied, "I understand what that's like." When Kat understood what Chad meant, she gasped. Kat began to apologize once more, but Chad urged her to keep her attention on the task at hand. Chad declared, "Bring Clyde to justice." And retrieve the remains of Abigail, Kat muttered. They would wait for Clyde's orders, Chad said. Someone placed an envelope beneath the room's door after JJ and Gabby had finished getting ready. It contained a note telling Chad to take Kat to a location known as the Pink Kitten Club. In Chad's room, he yelled at Kat to hurry while impatiently staring out the window. Chad remarked, "I can't afford to mess this up." Even though he might not believe it, Kat told Chad that she did want to assist him in finding his wife's remains. "I regret what I did. After everything you've gone through since losing your wife in such a terrible way, I hate that I had you go through hell. Therefore, I truly want to do everything in my power to help you experience less discomfort right now," Kat added. Chad asked Kat what else she wanted to see after she grumbled to herself. Kat acknowledged that she still harbored feelings for Chad. "You really have a unique way of letting someone know you value them. You've only ever lied to me." "When you care about someone, you do the exact opposite thing," Chad remarked. "It's not as though I was attempting to turn a profit or anything." Kat protested, "I was attempting to save my mother." Chad shouted for Kat to stop talking. Chad shrugged and replied, "If you're expecting forgiveness, then what you did was cruel." "I do not expect forgiveness," Kat screamed. Kat was aware that Chad would always despise her, but she was powerless to change her feelings for him. JJ and Gabby knocked on the door before Kat could continue. Chad pointed out that the meeting was at a strip club when JJ handed him the paper. "It will be empty because it is closed during the day," JJ stated. "That's precisely how he would want it if he were laying a trap," Chad remarked. They no longer had the decoy advantage, Chad and JJ agreed. Kat concurred. "I believe we'll have to go ourselves," Kat remarked. JJ volunteered as a backup. "Make that ours." "No argument," Gabby declared. Chad felt that Clyde would have too many people watching the meat place, so he declined to include JJ or Gabby. JJ remarked, "We have to figure out a way to flip him around." Steve called Chad when his phone rang. Steve provided Chad with Clyde's apartment address. "You're going to contact the local authorities first for backup, correct?" Steve inquired. Chad contended that he was too busy to work with the cops. Steve remarked, "You can thank me by not getting yourselves killed." Chad finished the conversation and said that JJ and Gabby would check out the apartment while he and Kat went to the club. "Check to see if you can locate the bodies of Abigail and Kat's mother," Chad stated. JJ shook his head and informed Chad that he did not want Chad to attend the club alone. JJ suggested that we phone the local police department. Kat protested. Kat remarked, "Clyde could kill my mother if he gets the heads up." Concerned, JJ questioned Chad about how he would get out of the trap. After searching the flat for the proof, Gabby proposed that she and JJ call the police. "First, we'll make sure your mother is safe," Gabby stated. Gabby was thanked by Kat. Gabby was asked by JJ if she supported Kat. According to Gabby, hating Clyde has a way of bringing people together. Does she despise him, though? How can we be certain that she and him are still not working together? JJ got into a fight. Kat let out a moan. "I don't collaborate with the man. Like all of you, I want him in chains," Kat remarked. Although Chad acknowledged JJ's worries, he advised them to put their trust in Kat for the time being. What if JJ and Gabby are unsuccessful? Kat inquired. JJ said he will text them and update them. JJ was urged by Kat to wait until her mother was safe before calling the police. JJ said, "I apologize, but that's Chad's call." Chad concurred, "That's how we'll play it." Chad was reminded by JJ that he and Kat would be left alone. Jennifer asked Jack and Steve about JJ and Chad when she got to the Horton Town Square. Steve clarified, JJ and Gabby are going to search Clyde's apartment for information about Abigail, and Chad and Kat are going to stall Weston. Jennifer grumbled, "Well, that doesn't sound any less dangerous." According to Jack, this strategy might be their only opportunity to locate Abigail's body. JJ is an excellent detective. Thus, our youngster will locate anything that has to be found, Jennifer stated. JJ gave his revolver to Gabby so he could pick the lock when they got to the apartment. "No one here," JJ observed after entering. "We must work quickly." JJ and Gabby dug through drawers. Gabby discovered a phony ID for Clyde. Clyde's password-protected laptop was found by JJ. The password was guessed by Gabby. JJ remarked, "If we're lucky, this might be just what we're looking for." Gabby turned and let out a gasp. Clyde had a rifle aimed at her as he stood at the doorway.